possible to have a period without ever having ovulated that month? Well, the answer is yes and no. No. Hello lovelies, welcome back once again to yet another video today. So in today's video, we'll be talking about whether it is possible for someone to have a period without having ovulated that month. Now, to some people, they think that anytime they menstruate, that is, if they have a regular period, that means they are also ovulating every month. I'm sorry to disappoint you, that is not the case. What you are seeing anytime you did not ovulate is a breakthrough bleeding. Now, I'm going to be giving you a quick explanation of how your cycle works and what hormone is involved. During the first half of your cycle, estrogen is very dominant. That is, if you start counting immediately after your period, estrogen is very dominant. The work of the estrogen during that time is to thicken the walls of the womb and also help in the maturation of the egg in the ovary. At some point in that cycle, the estrogen level will get so high that it will send a signal to the anterior pituitary gland telling her to release another hormone called luteinizing hormone. When the anterior pituitary gland start releasing luteinizing hormone, it is the time that when you test for your ovulation, you find out that the ovulation strip will tell you positive, telling you that the level of luteinizing hormone is spiking. This is the time, if you are trying to conceive, you start getting busy at that time. When the luteinizing hormone gets so high, it will trigger the release of egg from the ovary. When the egg is being released, now we enter the second half of the cycle. And during the second half of the cycle, progesterone is very dominant. The progesterone was being produced from the corpus luteum, that is the hole where the egg left. It will start producing progesterone. And the work of progesterone during the second half of the cycle is to maintain what estrogen has been doing. That is to maintain the walls of the womb, so that you will not get your period. Let's say, for instance, fertilization later take place. Now, the fertilized egg, which is the embryo, will produce a hormone called HCG, and that HCG will trigger the corpus luteum to keep producing progesterone, which will prevent you from getting your period at that point. Now, that progesterone level will remain high all throughout pregnancy. Now, let's say, for instance, fertilization did not take place. You find out that the corpus luteum will shrink, which will now bring down the level of progesterone. And when the level of progesterone and estrogen is very low, it will now send a signal to the anterior pituitary gland telling her that nothing happened for the cycle to begin again. That is when you will now get your period. Now, here is the reason why I said yes or no earlier in the beginning of this video. Why I said the blood you are seeing when you did not ovulate is called breakthrough bleeding. Is because, let's say, for instance, for one reason or the other, you did not ovulate and there is a breakage in that cycle, what I explained. There is a breakage. Let's say, for instance, maybe you have an imbalanced hormone due to stress, or maybe you are taking a hormonal contraceptives or whatever that you are taking, and there is a breakage in the cycle. Let's say, for instance, maybe the level of luteinizing hormone that was produced from the anterior pituitary gland was not enough to trigger the release of egg. You find out that at a point when the estrogen is building the walls of the womb, that is thickening the walls of the womb, at a point the womb will now say, nah, it's better for me to remove this thing and see if that maybe tomorrow the cycle will begin again, that maybe the egg will come and I will have something to hold on to. That is the reason why we said you must not rely only on your regular menstrual cycle to say that you are ovulating. You should also look out for other signs of ovulation, like your cervical mucus, changes in your body temperature, and even abdominal pain. Some people, they feel abdominal pain when they are ovulating. Now, if you have learned anything from this video, do not forget to hit that like button and share the video so people who need this video will get to see it. Bye. See you on my next video.